Ayo! So it's been a little longer than anyone, including myself, expected, because, well, I made a video about San Marino, which I spent quite a long time on, and it got taken down by UEFA immediately for using their clips, which was rather annoying, and I didn't have the work ethic to go ahead and make a different video, so I was just going to give up there. But here I am, back with more Stockport County content, which wasn't the original goal of this channel, but that seems to be the way it's going. And I'm not going to babble on any longer, so let's get into it. It's finally League 2 match week, and with our opening fixture welcoming Barrow into the fortress to be, Edgeley Park, now is a better time than ever to get a rundown on all our new arrivals and our outgoings. So this video will be a handy-dandy way of getting up to speed and who's dipped, and what kind of players we've brought in to bolster the squad and make a push for the League 2 title for hopeful back-to-back promotions. I will put the little timestamp thingies in the bottom, so if you're not interested in certain players or the outgoings, then you can just skip right past them. First with the outgoings was last season's club captain Liam Hogan. Hogan joined Stockport after a successful title-winning 3-year stint for Salford and captained us to both a third-place finish and our title-winning season. Now we've gained promotion into the League 2, the club has decided not to renew his contract and he has left to join recently relegated neighbours Oldham Athletic in the National League. Just a few days ago, forward Ben Whitfield has left us on a free to join fellow League 2 side Barrow AFC after an injury-ridden yet promising and fairly successful season here after joining from Torquay last summer. Some of his highlights are his eye-catching appearance in our crucial 2-1 home win over Wrexham and his equalising goal away at Bolton Wanderers to make it 2-2 and take us to a historic replay. Our final permanent departure, at least for now, is the sad one of which club legend Jordan Keane will be leaving on a free transfer to National League side Stockport B, Halifax Town. I don't think any Stockport fan needs explaining of why Jordan Keane, the man, the myth, the legend's departure is a sad one for the club. Keano! Please don't take Minihan from us too, Halifax. Whew. Other than downright selling our players, we've also allowed some players to head out on loan, including Alex Reid, Ethan Ross, Ben Barkley and Ethan Pye. Alex Reid has failed to hit form or get regular playing time since his impressive spell over the COVID season. He'll be joining Solihull Moors after their playoff heartbreak to Grimsby. Ben Barkley will be joining fellow League 2's Carlisle United. Wow, saying fellow League 2 feels so good, I'm not going to lie. Ben Barkley's a promising talent for us and just came off a fairly successful loan spell at Yeovil. If he performs, he could certainly become a starter for us in the years to come. Defender Ethan Pye heads out on loan to recently promoted National League side Gateshead. And lastly, Ethan Ross will be out on loan at also recently promoted National League side York City with the arrival of Vit Jaros from the Liverpool Academy. Hopefully one for the future, but Ross has just a tad little too many mistakes in him for Football League quality opposition. There's certainly still time for him to improve though, so I think this loan deal would be a great one for him. Okay, that's enough of the departures. Now it's time to discuss the much more exciting half, the newcomers. These aren't in any particular order, and apologies in advance if any of this information is outdated or just flat out not true. I did my best with the research. The first of our signings was certainly a big one, with the picking up of Kyle Wootton. Wooton? I don't fucking know, man. I'll just go with the one I like. Kyle Wootton is a pacey 6'2" striker known for his physicality, his hard work on and off the ball, which will certainly slot right into Challoner's high-intensity tactics, and of course, his goal-scoring ability. The now 26-year-old started his career in the Scunthorpe United alongside, believe it or not, Paddy Madden. Since then he's been around to clubs North Ferriby, Stevenage, Cheltenham and Halifax. However, his most successful stint was his recent years at Notts County, where he scored 52 goals in 115 appearances. His obvious talent earned him the interest of some League One sides, most notably Portsmouth, but he opted to join us for unknown reasons, but, probably the money here. From what I could gather from Notts County fans, his appeal is less his goal-scoring ability, with a goals per match of just 0.43 last season. It's more his work rate, intensity and consistency. He'll fit perfectly into the team after Quigley's form hasn't quite worked out since joining us from Barrow, and we'll have a little squad depth as he becomes our third striker to join the squad. Next up is possibly my favourite name I've ever heard, Connor Lemonheigh-evans. The attacking midfielder has joined upon the expiry of his contract from National League side Torquay United after turning down a new contract offer and interest from Walsall. The Mazzala started his career at Championship side Bristol City and was never given a proper chance to break into the first team, having just one appearance in an FA Cup match before having a successful loan spell at National League South side Bath City, then subsequent loans to Torquay United, in which he featured in their National League South title-winning starting 11. After their success, Torquay decided to make the deal permanent, and he joined Torquay to feature in the forthcoming season's National League Team of the Season, going on to have a total of 122 appearances for Torquay, in which he netted 23 goals and became somewhat of a fan favourite. Annoyingly, I couldn't find his assist numbers, but I'd imagine he's more of a creator than a scorer. He adds creativity and further depth to a now formidable Stockport midfield with Collar, Sarcevic, Crosdale, Cody Johnson, and further new arrivals who I'll get onto, Callum Camps and Akil Wright. Talking of Wright, the 26-year-old defensive midfielder arrives on a free transfer from National League North playoff winners, York City. Starting his career out at Fleetwood, seems to be a common theme here, Wright would have fairly mediocre loan spells out at both Barrow and Wrexham. He joined York, however, and seemingly hit form, scoring 6 and assisting 4 in 40 appearances throughout York's successful campaign this season. His form would earn him a place in the National League North Team of the Season and being voted Players' Player of the Season at York. His arrival will certainly add more depth to our midfield, which, if you haven't gathered, is a common trope here, as extensive depth is needed for the slog that is the League Two, the FA Cup, the Cheshire Cup, the Papa John's and the League Cup. York fans describe him as a hard-working gem, however the salty Wrexham fans are saying he's a fairly average player. Certainly, in my opinion, the most interesting addition to our squad, and I'll be watching him closely to see how he does. On what I think was the same day, if I recall, alongside the signing of Akil came our second Torquay player of the video, 22-year-old centre-back Joe Lewis for an undisclosed fee, a player which started his career at the then Premier League side Swansea's academy, during which he had an appearance in the Under-18s Premier League. He then moved to Torquay United and appeared 99 times over 3 seasons, scoring 6 goals and picking up 2 caps for the Under-21 Wales team. Last season was an extremely successful one for him, as he won Torquay's Young Player of the Season award for his impressive performances, well shown by his stats of having the third most interceptions of any player in the National League, and I've said interceptions there twice. I think it maybe was the third most tackles won of any player in the National League and the 6th most interceptions made of any player in the National League, despite playing for a mid-table club throughout this time. That might offend some Torquay fans. From what can be said, he's a brilliant pacey defender, able to make decisions and play the ball out from the back, which to me sounds like everything we were missing in our defence last season. His age is another factor to be excited for, as he clearly still has room to improve and potentially develop into a championship quality player. With the departure of Ethan Ross out to York City, it was clear a new substitute keeper was on their way in, and sure enough, Czech Republic and Liverpool youngster has joined us on loan for the remainder of the season. Viteslev Jaros is a promising young talent who's appeared at international level for Czechs under-16s, under-18s and under-21s for a total of 13 international appearances. During his time at Liverpool, Jaros helped them to winning the FA Youth Cup, featuring in the squad that defeated Manchester City in the final on penalties. He's also had successful loan spells in Ireland at St Patrick's, which he earned the club's Player of the Year award, helping them lift the FAI Cup. In January 2022, he joined Notts County on loan, which he displayed an impressive performance in our 3-0 victory over a lacklustre Notts at Edgeley Park. Lastly, for our defence was the big-name signing of Fraser Horsfall from Northampton Town. The 26-year-old is a huge statement signing for County. I honestly didn't expect to go through when I heard the rumours. He was a key part in Northampton's side that finished 4th last season, only missing out on automatic promotion on goal difference on the final day, before suffering playoff heartbreak. Since joining Northampton, Horsfall has appeared 85 times and scored an eye-catching 12 goals in this time, mostly due to his hulking aerial presence at corners. Last season proved to be his best, earning him a spot in the League Two Team of the Season, having the best headers won to lost ratio of any player in the League Two, and earning him Northampton's PFA Community Champion Award. Such incredible performances earned interest from Championship clubs, but he opted to join Stockport as it's closer to his family living near Manchester and for its huge ambitions for years to come. His strengths are his aerial presence, heading, physicality, his leadership, and Challoner's belief he can thrive and become a championship quality player. His main criticisms seem to be his lack of pace, which may not be a problem, however, with the signing of Joe Lewis, and Horsfall struggles when it comes to playing out from the back. In other words, he's got a bit of a mistake in him. Lastly, for now, is Callum Camp's arrival from League One side Fleetwood Town. The Northern Irish central midfielder spent the first 7 years of his career at Rochdale, where he won their Young Player of the Season award on 2 occasions and scored in his debut in a 1-1 draw against Carlisle United after joining Fleetwood Town. He's made 73 appearances while at Fleetwood, in which he scored 12 goals. At 26 years old, he clearly still has a chance to improve and looks to be a great midfielder to potentially challenge for a position in the starting 11 next season, rather than purely adding depth. He's also featured one time for the Northern Ireland under-21s team. That'll be wrapping it up, and phew, that was long, I'm not going to lie. Hopefully this gave you all the information you need on our transfer business, and maybe added a little excitement or hype to see these new guys in action on Saturday for our clash against Barrow. Predicting a 3-0 loss, by the way. We literally are incapable of winning on the opening day, and just got a feeling it's going to be a frustrating one. These videos take quite a lot of time and effort to research, record, and put together, so liking, subscribing, sharing, or whatever would be greatly appreciated, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.